week number 3 ng mga nasa grade 7 students, the set of real numbers. Some of the set of real numbers are the integers and we have the absolute value.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What's up mga kamatatag? And welcome again sa ating YouTube channel, Math Circle. Kung ikaw ay bago lang nakapanood ng mga video dito, huwag mo kalimutang i-like, i-share at mag-subscribe at i-click ang notification bell para maging updated ka sa mga math videos na ating i-upload sa channel na to. At ang pag-usapan natin sa video na to ay para sa week number 3 ng mga nasa grade 7 students, the set of real numbers. Some of the set of real numbers are the integers and we have the absolute value. So, real numbers, we have the rational numbers and irrational. So, the symbol for rational number is R, and for the irrational numbers are Q prime or the Q prime. Under rational numbers, we have non-integer rational numbers. And we have the integers Z. The symbol for integers is capital letter Z. Under integers, we have the negative integer and we have whole numbers or W. So under whole numbers, we have 0 and we also have the negative or the positive integers or N or natural counting numbers. So that's our focus for today's video. So let's discuss first what is integers. So ano ba si integers? So integers, we have the set of whole numbers and their opposites. Again, the set of whole numbers and their opposites. So if you have 1, the opposite of 1 is negative 1. So that is integers. We also have integers are positive and negative numbers. We also have the number line goes on forever in both directions. It is indicated by arrows. So we're going to use number line to represent integers. We also have whole numbers greater than 0 are called positive integers, and these numbers are to the right of 0 on the number line. We also have an integer. It's a number that can be written without a fractional component. The set of integers is any element of the set Z. So the set Z or the set of integers can be decomposed into 3 subsets, namely the positive integers or the infinite of positive set of integers. That's the first one. We also have Z or 0. It's a unit set whose elements is 0. So 0 is neither positive nor negative. We also have Z negative, or these are the set of infinite negative integers. So that's the 3 components of integers. We have the positive, the 0, and the negative 1. Next, I'm going to show you the integer number line here. So this is the representation of an integers. As we can see, we have 0 here, and on the right of 0 are the positive integers, and that is going infinity. Also, we have on the left of 0, we have negative numbers, it goes also infinity. So 0 is neither positive nor a negative. So here, arrow here decreases its value, and to the right we have, as the arrows go to infinity, the value. I'm going to share you something short about this integers on the number line. So like here, if he goes to negative infinity, or we are doing negative things, it decreases our value. And if we're doing something positive or we're doing right, our value increases. Diba? Kapag ka negative ginagawa natin lagi, nadi-devalue tayo. But if you're doing something good or right or positive, it increases your value. Alright? So that's the number line again. So I'm going to show an example. Write an integer to represent its situation. Like for example, you have 50 15 degrees above 0. So just imagine the number lines in a vertical way. So 15 degrees above 0, that is positive 15. A loss of $11. So now, wala ka ng $11, we have negative 11. A gain of 8 points, that is positive 8. Steps backward, that is negative 3. So name the opposite of each integer, like we have negative 11, positive 27, negative 14, positive 4. And their opposites are these numbers. Okay? So let's proceed with absolute value. So an absolute value describes the distance of a number on the number line from 0, without considering which direction from 0 the number lies, and the absolute value of a number is never negative. Because we're talking about the distance of a number on the number line. So kapag distance sa pinag-uusapan, our answer is always positive. Like for example, gaano kalayo yung ganitong lugar, gaano kalayo yung Iloilo sa Puerto. So negative 400 kilometer, wala namang ganon. So the answer is always positive because we are talking about the distance from a certain place. Okay, so example, find the absolute value of the following. Negative 6. So the absolute value is positive 6, negative 5, positive 5, 0 is 0. Simplify, negative 6 plus, or the absolute value of negative 6 plus the absolute value of negative 6. So absolute value is negative 6. We have 6 plus 6. And 6 plus 6 is 12. So kinuha na natin yung positive ng number. So, a representation of the absolute value in the number line. So, 9 units, it's positive. We have 6 units, positive pa din because it, again, distance ang pinag-uusapan kapag absolute value. Right, so this time we're going to multiply and divide integers. The question is, how are we going to multiply or divide integers? The answer is really easy, okay? So it is like you multiply and divide full numbers, but the difference this time is that we're going to add the sign of those numbers and we're going to consider those signs. Like for example, we have an apple here, red apple times red apple. So as you can see, the apple are the same, are both red. So the answer is positive. So what does it mean? Kapag same yung ating minomultiply, not same number, not necessarily same number, but same sign. Okay? If we multiply the same sign number, the answer is always a positive. Like for example, positive 3 times a positive 3, the answer is positive 9. Negative 3 times negative 3, the answer is positive 9. So as long as the sign are the same, the answer is positive. Next, we have green apple times a red apple. So, as you observe, though they are both apple, but the color are different. So, if you multiply that, the answer will be negative. So, what does it mean again? If you multiply integers with unlike sign like these apples, though they are both apples, but the color are different. Like we multiply both number, but the sign are different, our answer is always a negative. Like for example, negative 4 times 8. So the answer is negative 32. So don't forget, the same rule will apply to division of integers. So the sign of the product is the answer of multiplication, okay? Of integers with the same sign is positive. And the sign of the product of integers with unlike sign is negative. And for the quotient is the answer for division. The sign of the quotient of integers with the same sign is positive. And same with the sign of the quotient of integers with unlike sign is negative. So I'll give you an example here. Like for example, 2 times negative 3, so the sign are different, our answer will become negative 6. Okay, so we have 12 divided by negative 3, so the sign are different again, so our answer is negative 4. Another example, we have negative 2 times negative 3. So the signs are the same and the answer is positive. Another example, we have negative 12 divided by negative 3. Also again, the signs are the same. The answer is positive 4. Okay, so that's the end of our video tutorial for this video. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share nyo ito sa mga kaklase nyo, mga kaibigan nyo, para mas marami pa ang matuto ng mga lessons sa mathematics. Happy learning!